Hey everyone, welcome to day 9 of the Cellar Cleaning Advent Calendar series of videos I've been putting on here on YouTube. Today's beer is a pretty cool beer that I bought at the brewery on our pretty awesome 18-day trip through the United States. This is Crux Fermentation Project from Bend, Oregon. Their 2016 Banished series, Better Off Red. It's a red wine barrel aged Flanders style red sour. Normally I pop the bottles open on video, but in the first take of this, I popped it open and realized there was a cork underneath, and I wasn't prepared because it was completely covered by the wax. So it's only been open for 90 seconds. So we'll give it a pour. I'm pretty stoked to try this. Flanders style red ales can range from sweet and oaky and odd to really tart, really refreshing, with like really nice vanilla and like almost like cherry notes. So I'm stoked to give this a try. Crux has got a pretty awesome brewery set up in Bend, Oregon. They got a really huge outside kind of like common area where they're like pouring some of their easier drinking beers, like their super crushable pilsner, and some of their other beers. They've got cornhole and other life-size board games outside, and a huge area for kids to run around that's all fenced in, which is really neat. Or you can go inside the brewery and get the taproom experience right next to all the barrels and everything. It was a really cool experience, and I actually met a really cool couple from Salt Lake City. I can only remember the guy's name, but I follow both of them on Instagram, and one of them's an artist, one's a teacher. Really neat people that were really into beer, and after that we went together to Boneyard and crushed some double and triple IPAs, and it was one of the funner nights of the trip. Sometimes just chatting with people that you'll never see again is a pretty cool experience. So, let's get into this. Oh man, that has got so much red wine. I mean, oak, tartness, and like tons of like that, like vinous red wine character to it. It smells absolutely fantastic. That doesn't disappoint at all in the flavor either. It reminds me of Rodenbach's Grand Cru, which is probably the benchmark Flanders style red ale that's oak aged. It's just so complex. There's a little bit of malt character that comes in the background, but it's got a refreshing acidity to it, nothing over the top. Oakiness, like subtle vanilla. I mean, loads of cherry notes. This is a 2016. It was bottled August 21st, so I mean, it's close, over 2 years in the bottle to develop some complexity, and that secondary Brett fermentation that they did with this as well really kind of just adds another layer of complexity. So this is absolutely fantastic. Crux's beers aren't hard to find. We do get some here in Alberta, mostly just like their canned Pilsner and IPA and whatnot. But if you travel through Washington, Oregon, Idaho, you can find a lot of their beers. I don't know about this one, excuse me, but you can find a lot of their kind of harder to find beers are pretty accessible. Like their barrel aged stuff is accessible in a lot of grocery stores. So if you find it worth going to, and if you're in Bend, really cool spot to go to. And it's not really out of the way. It's just off the main drag, and it's like 4 minutes from Blockbuster. And there's one Blockbuster left in the United States, so why not go visit it while you're in Bend? All right, cheers. Thanks for watching again.